Hello everyone, it's me again. I've just come on for a bit of a project share and a chit chat really. Some of you may or may not know, I think most of you know, I started crafting at the beginning of last year. And my daughter, after a throwaway comment from me, came home at sort of beginning of January-ish, first week in January, whenever it was, with a bag full of stuff and said, I bought you some craft items so you can make a card, because I'd said I'd like to make a card. Well, today is a year since I began my crafty journey. And a year ago today, I made my very first card, which I'm going to show you. It's what's in front of me. I would like to think that I've improved somewhat. Not all the times. There are sometimes that's probably better than some that I make or attempt to make. They don't always get out anywhere. But yeah. So the very first I had two people that I watched virtually from the start, and that was Dawn of Shiny Silver Treasures and the lovely Cadge, or Caroline, of Cadge Crafts. And this card was made after following a tutorial or a video of Dawn's. Dawn was doing it out of the magazine, and it's one where you make lots of circles and then you fold them over to make. So you fold each circle over to make the petals of a flower. Very adventurous for a very first card ever. So this is, it's got a mark on it. I found this when I was sorting out all my craft stuff. This is the very first card that I made on the 19th of January 2020. So this was the start of my, I don't know what's happened there, of my crafty journey. I'm not quite sure why this card never went anywhere, why it's still in my possession. I obviously made it for a reason. I think I was going to give it to my sister, because it's my sister's birthday next month. So I think this was what I was going to give. I mean, oh no, that's fallen off. I was going to say that's skewiff, but it's not. That's because it's actually moved. But yes, that is my very first card that I ever made. It's the first crafting item that I ever made that wasn't crafting with my children or my nephew's children or the nursery children or whatever. School children in general. So yeah, so I think I will always keep that. I think now I'm going to actually put it in a cellophane bag though, so it doesn't get any more damage than what it is. I mean, this is very pretty. I quite like this. I'm not quite sure why I just did it on a plain background. Maybe that's all I had. I do wonder if life would be much more simpler when all you've got is a piece of plain card. So I wanted to share that with you, but I also wanted to share you with some things that I've made. Some of you already know I was extremely spoilt at Christmas, and my sisters and my eldest daughter decided to buy me a cricket for a joint Christmas and birthday present. So since Christmas I've been playing, trying to make a few things. I haven't quite got the scoring tool working at the moment properly. Oh, just bear with me a moment. Yeah, I haven't quite got the, get my teeth in, quite got the scoring tool working properly. I think that's, so I've had to score things by hand which is not really the right thing to be doing. So there's my very first card that I ever made. So here's some of the items that I've been making on my Cricut. But before I'll show you these, I mean, it's a year today since I started crafting, and what a year it's been. Yeah, it's been a funny year. I've had an amazing journey. I've met some crafting journey. I have met some amazing people along the way. Met some friends, some good friends. I've never met such a bunch of friendly people who are so kind and who will just pop things in the post and send them to you for no other reason than just because. You know, everyone is so kind to each other. And it's lovely when you put on YouTube or go on Facebook and somebody's received some happy mail that they weren't expecting, or, you know, they've taken part in a swap and they've just received their swap back. And, you know, it's uplifting. It's uplifting to see and to witness. If only lots of people were the same in real life. I don't mean the crafting community, I just mean the world as a whole. If there were more people like the crafting community, and there probably is, it's just that we don't know about them. I'm sure there are lots of groups of people, whether that be through churches of any religion, or faith groups, or musical groups, you know, where areas where people get together, whether that be, well, more than likely be now virtually at the moment, but, you know, people can be kind and we show our true colours. It's just a shame we don't see that in general everyday life all of the time. You know, people are pushing and poking each other. It's been a long time, even before COVID, where I did my supermarket shop in a supermarket without doing it online, because I can't be doing with rude people. I can't be doing with being like rammed in my ankles with a supermarket trolley. You know, and with COVID, it's even worse with everybody, you know, snatching, you know, because they need 20 packets of humongous multi-buy toilet rolls, and, you know, never mind that no one else has got any. I know it's been alright this time. I need gluten-free food because of celiac, and I know the very first lockdown we struggled, because when all the other food or normal pastas had gone out of stock, they turned to the gluten-free, and I can't just have something off the shelf. So it was difficult. Even the prescription flour, which I do get, even they were struggling to manufacture it quick enough for the demand, because it was just going. So it, you know, if we could all be, if everybody could be like the crafty community, or the, you know, the religious groups, or you know, faith groups, and show a bit of kindness, a bit of thought for others, the world would be a much better place, a much happier place. But that's me wallowing today, very tired today. I am filming this in advance, so it's about 8 o'clock at night now. So onto my things I've made with my Cricut. So the first thing that I attempted to make was I decorated my mouse mat. Obviously you can't do it on this side because this is glittery and it's raised, so I just turn it over. So that was my first attempt at anything with my name on, and anybody that knows me knows everything has to have a cat on. So I thought that was quite cute. So that's my mouse mat. And then you may or may not remember on my unboxing with MBs, I got some poppers. So with the Cricut, I cut out some wallets. These are, this one's holographic vinyl. I did show this on the video earlier, but I'm not sure in which order they'll go up. So you may have already seen these, or you may not have. So I thought that was lovely. That was to use the poppers. I'm not quite sure what I would use that for, but I do quite like it because it's shiny. I have a thing about shiny things. I'm not a shiny person in real life. I like jewellery and that, but my clothes aren't blingy and all the rest of it. But give me crafting and I have to have a bit of bling and a bit of sparkle and a bit of shiny. And I think I'm turning into a bit of a magpie. And this one's just a plain vinyl one. Again, cut on the Cricut. I think with vinyl, it sticks to everything. So I did them. And then I did these, which I thought were lovely. So these are just envelopes with the poppers on. I was just having a play with poppers. So I must admit that's a nice shaped envelope actually. So they were cut on the Cricut. I did have to score them myself because I don't think I'm getting the pressure. I'm doing something wrong. So the score tool's not working properly, but I think that's more me than anything else. So they're my envelopes, and then I made this absolutely, I haven't finished it off, but look at this card. This is the first card I've made on the Cricut, and I didn't expect it to be as fancy as what it is. I'm not really quite sure. I just saw the picture and thought, oh yeah, I like that. And then you open it up in here. And it opens up like that. So you've got your egg in there in the nest. And then that folds down like that. I did follow the colours that they sort of advised. But I think if I was to make another one, and I think you need to put something there or there, because that'll bug me. I might put something on there. But that's my birdhouse, and I am probably going to get my markers now. All the glues and that are dry, and you know, do the tree bark and obviously accentuate the bird. So that's my card. That's my first card I made on the Cricut. Got some wallets that have been also done. On the Cricut, I have to say, I think the holographic one is my favourite. And my mouse mat, which, let me put that there. See, that's the very first card I ever made. And then I've made this. I don't know if you can see that on there. Can You see it? I scroll down from here. I do it that way because it's quite large. My daughter got me these bags as a gift for my birthday, so towards my gifts. So it says, of course, I talk to myself when I'm crafting. I need expert advice. And I thought that was just brilliant. I don't know when I'm going to take my bag out because I'm not going out. But I could just hang it with things in my craft area, my craft space. But I liked that. That was not a saying that I made. That was a saying that is on the Cricut. So I've got my bag. I've got my wallets or envelopes. I've got my mouse mat and my bird house and my very first ever card. I haven't actually bought anything for the Cricut yet. I bought the score tool. I'm still using the papers, and that are obviously out of my stash anyway. The vinyl I bought to make a wallet. But all the glittery stuff, my sisters and that got me a bundle. So I have the mats, I have all the tools and reels of different vinyls. Some of them I haven't opened yet. Oh dear, I do apologise. So I'm slowly working through all of those before I buy any more. Somebody said to me a few months back, probably about September, August, September, in the summertime, you know, would you like a Cricut? I'd have said, no, I don't need one, you know. But now I've got one and I've begun playing with it and making things. I really, really like it. And I can see why people spend a lot of time making things with them or wanting to make businesses with them or whatever. They are a very clever piece of kit. Right, so that's it for me today. So that's my crafty share and my 1 year crafting anniversary or birthday. I will be doing a giveaway soon. I was going to do it. I was actually going to announce it today on the anniversary. But there's a few going on at the moment. So I think I've decided that I'm going to wait a couple of weeks and then I will announce it then. Because I think sometimes when there's, I do apologise, when there's too many going on or there's a lot going on. I know I've done it myself and you think, oh, I should have done that and I should have done that. And you just forget, or I do anyway. So let me know what you think to my items that I've made and to my very first ever card. I'm going to put that in a cellophane bag so I don't damage it. I know the date because it's actually on my phone. And I don't know why I pointed over there for my phone because my phone's actually filming. But yeah, so 19th of January 2020 was my crafting anniversary. And my YouTube anniversary, I think the first video went up on October the 9th. So it's not my YouTube anniversary, just my crafting anniversary. So that's it for me now. I am now going to go and get my PJs on. and I am going to chill soon, hopefully. It's been a very, very long day. I've been up since 2:30 this morning, and I am now ready for bed. So stay safe, everybody. Be very careful if this storm comes in that they have announced, Storm Christoph. Stay safe, make sure your families are safe. And I will see you all in my next video, which hopefully will be very soon. Bye for now. Hello, I'm just adding this on. This is a wall hanging that I made using, it's a design team project that I made using the So Tweets collection. We have Edna on the right, as I'm looking at it, and Susie on the left. I have done them in watercolours. Normally when I'm using watercolour images, I would normally use my watercolour pencils, but I decided I wanted to actually use my paints rather than just keeping my paints for the backgrounds. So they're not perfect because watercolour moves, but I'm quite pleased with how they turned out. I don't feel as I had as much control as I do with the pencils, but I think that's more technique than anything else. In the background, I've used Curious Wonders papers along with one of the stencils from the Steampunk Stories collection, which I've used with texture paste. I haven't really coloured anything in. I did on the textured areas, I used the Cosmic Shimmer opal gilding polish. You can't really see it, but it gives a beautiful shimmer. Let me see if I can lift it up. Just bear with me. I don't know if my camera will pick it up, but it gives a really cute shimmer, but it's not really picking it up, so I do apologise. Get that off there. So I just sorry, I got. There we go. That's gone now. So it gives like a shimmery. You can just see it there. It catches the light. So I did have a play with that. So it's all neutral colours that I've added. And then around the outside, I'd had this Diamante plastic trim for ages, not really quite knowing what I was going to do with it. So I actually it was quite wide. I think it was like 8 rows. So I just cut it into strips of 3s. And I just thought it looked really, really pretty to frame the wall hanging. I'm pleased with that. I just put some crinkle seam binding for the wall hanging. Yeah, so I just wanted to add that in. Going to continue playing with different things that I've got. And that sentiment is so true, isn't it? What good are wings without the courage to fly? Because we have to take that step first. Before we learn anything, we have to sort of fly, or at least step off. So that's it for me today. I will speak to you all soon. Take care. Stay safe. Bye for now.